Hey everybody, here I am. I'm inside the City of David, or the Tower of David exhibition here inside the Jaffa Gate. It's one of the things people come to see most often, and I of course missed it, so I'm cramming in my last time here. What this are the archaeological ruins of Jerusalem dating back to the Canaanite period, to the time of David. David conquered the Jebusite city that was here, or the community village, and built a citadel here. And the remains of the citadel are supposedly still visible. And the archaeology here goes back to various periods of Israel's history, from the first and second temple. And so there's various exhibits. You go around and see the history of Jerusalem. And they put on concerts here at night and have a big kind of a big show in the evening, kind of a light show and everything. So I'm just going to walk around a little bit, let you see what's here. I'm not going to spend very much time on this, but I thought you might want to see it. It's one of those must-see places in Jerusalem. So as you can see, we're inside these walls are Islamic, were not from the time of King David or anything like that. Like the rest of Jerusalem, these walls were built much later in the 16th, 17th century. But these ruins down here in the Central Garden, they date back, some of them quite a ways back. So basically this is a big enclosed citadel kind of area, and then there are ramparts around it. The archaeological digs are in the middle, and they have rooms with exhibits that talk about the history of Jerusalem, the Canaanite period, and before the Babylonian exile and after the Babylonian exile, the time of Nehemiah and all that. So you go into the various rooms and see the exhibits, and then you can come out and see the excavations as well. It's very pretty. As you can see down there's the stage and the setup for the show in the evening. People come and get a presentation. Very dramatic, I'm told. I'm just going to walk around here for a second. I've been in a few of the exhibits, but I'm going to go into a couple more. All around here, like many places in Israel, they've got a very good model. This is a small model of the Jerusalem, the Second Temple period, the time of Jesus. These are reconstructions of the Roman legion's standards bearing the eagle and wild boar. This is the 10th Legion. The 10th Legion was Titus's army that besieged and conquered Jerusalem in 70 AD. These are just replicas, however. Interesting, these are the plants of the Bible, the various different seeds and sage, Artemisia, I never heard of that, lead, I guess lead really isn't a plant, mastic tree, sulfur, I guess sulfur isn't a plant either, wax. This might better be described as material mentioned in the Bible. This is Byzantine Jerusalem, a model. There's a Statue of David by Verrocchio. It's a gift from the city of Florence to Jerusalem. This is what's called an archaeological garden, which I guess is plants from the period of the archaeology. There's some little pool down there. One of the interesting archaeological features of Jerusalem is that it was founded on a spring, the Gihon Spring, and when it was an outdoor spring, was the major water source, and when the city leaders realized the city was going to be besieged, what they did is they dug an underground tunnel called Hezekiah's Tunnel, and that you can wade through still today if you'd like, to bring the water from the Gihon Spring through the city and into pools for the people. It protected the water source of the people and kept it inside the city. And that tunnel is still accessible. You have to wade up to your waist. You have to bring special water shoes because you need the shoes, and it completely ruins your shoes. So I have not done that, even though that's one of the things you're supposed to do here, is go through Hezekiah's pools, or Hezekiah's tunnel. But I have friends who have done it, and they said it's just like what it sounds like. You go through a long, dark tunnel, like a sewer tunnel, and you're up to your waist in water, and your shoes are completely wrecked. So anyway, this is it. I'm going to end here. This is the City of David and the Tower of David, right inside Jaffa Gate. It's a must-see when you come to Jerusalem. I am doing it last, but it's still worth seeing. You should spend about an hour and a half here. It takes about an hour and a half to go through all the exhibits. And that's what I'm going to do now, is go finish looking through the museum parts of this. And I will talk to everybody later, probably in Athens.